That'd be good at any time of the day. So the Brussels pate, after I tried a little bit of his teeth, I'm such a savage, I even take the tea bag out. So this Brussels pate. You know, I'm surprised. The Brussels pate gets lost in that biscuit. The flavor, it's not as pronounced as that farmhouse pate on the biscuit on its own. I find this to be better. That's how I'd be enjoying this, just straight out of a little 25-gram pack that it gives you. Because that is exquisite. On its own, that's the way to go. The pate, the Brussels pate, perfect on its own. Farmhouse pate, perfect with the biscuit. Alright, so I really want to see what this is like. But I'm not sure if it's best on its own or paired with this. This feels like it may be rehydrated at this point. Let's find out. This is like. That looks good. Got last a little bit out of there. Not bad. Oh wow, I think those are little pieces of dried apple in there. I completely missed that. Probably with a lightly sweet smell. Chocolate and apple and whole grain with milk. What a combination. Those are quality dark chocolate chips. This is incredible. Perfectly rehydrated too. The dried milk is fresh, definitely not off in any way. That's always a plus. Look at that. Definitely nothing bland about it. That's building flavor. That apple really does add an extra dynamic of sweet and tart to the chocolate, which is actually a slightly bitter dark chocolate, which is a rich combination. Really balances itself out with that milk and whole grain. What a fantastic combination. So now this porridge, is what they call it. This is going to be apple porridge. I want to see what it's like on its own. Just on the spoon. Kind of has a earthy applesauce look to it. Check that out. With chunks of apple in there. Wow. Well, now I know it's going to be perfect with this muesli. Because on its own, this is what it looks like.
Oh, same thing.
By itself, it's like applesauce.
That's the same exact location.
By itself, just to kind of give the idea. But this really needs to go on this. It'll give it exactly what it needs. That little bit extra sweetness, flavor, and moisture. That's the whole grain oats. The kind of kneading is the way to go. This seems like the kind of thing you could put it on bread. You could eat it on its own and mix it with a lot of different things. Definitely a unique military ration component, that's for sure. But they cross between an apple jelly and an apple sauce. Almost tastes like an apple pie filling, actually. Yeah. Before I do anything else, I gotta check out this fruit and nut bar. That's a little bit dry and strong in flavor. Very strong with date. Not very sweet, very high in fiber. That's definitely something to chew slowly on. That tea, it's the British standard. It's kind of interesting to see it in a Danish ration. Love it or hate it, type food. Personally, I love it. Then this, let's check this out on its own. There's vanilla in that. It almost tastes like a yogurt because of that vanilla. It's not very sweet. And with this muesli, see how this works. It'll make or break it, that's for sure. That's definitely a way to go. It's like putting a fruit compote onto a breakfast made. Anything to really add that extra moisture content on something that's a little bit dry, which even with the milk, the whole grain oats are just a tad bit dry and have this little bit of a bitter flavor to them by themselves. I can pick up that bitterness, but with this apple porridge, essentially is what it translates to. So, this is the disappointing part of the breakfast right here. It's unusual. It doesn't even smell like it. It has this strange, sour smell like fruit, nut, and chocolate bar. I feel like the cocoa is distracting addition to that bar. It would have been better just without the cocoa. Best part of breakfast, farmhouse pate, at least this is the perfect combination. The Brussels pate really is lost on the biscuit and you can't really taste anything. It's best on its own. But this, it's so strong and metallic on its own that part kind of gets balanced out by the biscuit. It makes for a perfect combination. want to thank Thor for top MRE info. Thor's got a channel too. Link in the description below. He does MRE reviews on knives and all sorts of stuff. Really cool guy. Definitely gotta check the channel out. Give him a subscribe. Oh, Steve sent you. That music is really filling. This is a very filling practice. Ready to take it over to lunch. Okay, for lunchroom you have a tuna line and pepper, roasted and salted peanuts, then those fruit minis, apple black currants, some strawberry and raspberry jam, and peanut butter to go along with that whole wheat bread, a dark chocolate bar, Colombian freeze-dried coffee, energy drink, lemon lime flavored, and some dental B6 kits. And just like we should be doing in life, this lunch is keeping things simple and keeping them nice. Okay, let's first start off that Colombian coffee. And for that energy drink, lemon flavored. Alright, so I gotta check this whole wheat bread real quick. Rich wheat. A lot of countries are adopting this company's product. Look at that. It kind of reminds me of a wheat snack bread. It smells fantastic. It doesn't smell like chemical. That's always a plus. So these little jams. That's looking pretty good. Nice dark color to it. Raspberry. That looks really good right
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, you can hear me, yeah?
Bread. Nice.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, Teddy, so come here.
Squeezed it.
Yeah.
I don't really have option.
Okay, so I just fixed that thingy, the chemist thingy, yeah? So from now, chemists are not allowed to work on lobbies, okay?
Alrighty, that's good. Cause that was one of the things that need to be fixed. Yeah.
Yeah. So chemists are like on his training phase. So they have to complete their med lab training, and after med lab, they have to complete their day 1 and day 2 by getting biochemist so they can work on, lobbies.
Alrighty, that sounds good.
Yep.
Alrighty, thank you very much.
No worries. I was just about to tell someone, so I just, ask in chat if anyone is available, okay? So you can share with a leader or any other deputy, okay?
Yeah, I will. Thank
Yeah,
you.
and tell your high commands as well, cause in my term, it wasn't allowed. Like, chemists don't have access to do such things. Yeah.
No, way back into my terms, not either. Chemist was bonded
Yep.
only to the MATLAB facility and nothing else than
Exactly.
that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but really, thank you to fix that up, because that's gonna be solve
No.
a lot
No
of
worries.
issues.
If you wanna, add anything else, just talk with leader and tell us in the corridor chat. Okay.
Yeah, I will, sir. I will.
Okay. No worries. Enjoy your day. Bye
You
bye.
too. You too. Is PH1 empty? That if it looks empty, then it probably is.
It is actually. Somebody
Alright.
left it without
Okay.
saying anything.
Um,
I mean, and I'm the only one on SH, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, The PH1 has still took over until midnight, so
That's my favorite part.
anyone cover PH1 until midnight.
They don't use as much food coloring as the USMRE.
After midnight, you can
Raspberry jam.
just leave it empty until 6 a.m.
That's not very sweet. Well, frankly, deep in it. Tastes pretty natural. Smells like this is touch of vodka. That's it. Tastes very natural. Vodka, two different little things of jam too. Never mind. Let's say that trash strawberry. The secret matter that is pronounced strawberry flavor. Tastes very natural. Also has strawberry seed in it. Doesn't taste overly processed. Not bad. So I have to do what she was bread. You know, in the store, it's not the easiest thing to get out of this tub. I'll say that. But that's okay. I want to try the bread. Look it on its own. Just to get good reading of what it's like. I'll tell you. I think it's real bread. Not so super well. I have a knife and shoe. Like a little appetizer. You know, something good. It's just a little piece of bread that you can't really do much with. You can knock a quarter down the center and you can cut it right there. And, you know, the thing to do is to take the piece of bread in your hand and turn it over and leave it way, way without making a mess. Actually kill it right there. That bread's even better with that jam, I'll say. I mean, that strawberry flavor. It's very pronounced. And it just keep bringing it back to the world. It's good enough. Now the raspberry kind of gets lost in the bread. That kind of reminds me of the same kind of thing. Maybe a little peanut butter. Bit off more than I could chew there. I gotta get a bite of two items.
What the hell is he doing?
Down with the skewer. That's my favorite tuna. I have no favorite flavors. I know it's usually jam flavor. A nice sodium and the balance out. Some of the sweeter and you know, just true health. The beverage it's very standard. You know, they say that it's energy drink. It's just love. You know, they're very soft, icy, just throw in, and not overly sweet. There's no caffeine in those, so not overly when you bite it. It's just a very basic flavored lemon beverage drink.
I am gonna patch you up, give you some medical attention, make sure everything is okay, disinfecting your wounds.
So,
I'll find some bandages, there you go.
fruit snacks, essentially. Oh, that whole amount of time, you can taste so much more of the apple, and they're sweeter. I mean, it brings
10-4, I can, but the subs is very soon for the shots.
apple, but there's that black currant flavor in there. It really gives you that exotic fruity flavor that here in the U.S. you don't get to try that. And that's a really nice amount. Chunk. Perception. That really smooth. Very smooth.
Sure, surely. SH units, watch left eye, thank you. SH. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I'm there, guys. Since a couple of hours, I'm there.
Yeah, we have to get more active units. It's but no worries. We are gonna working on that. Yeah, but
Finish this up. And later on tonight, just check out the rest of it. Okay, for dinner we have that chicken and vegetable biryani as our main course. Nice 400-gram main. Got that whole wheat bread to go along with it. Some raisins, another 72% chocolate bar, and some coffee and tea. All right, let's get this out on the trip. Okay, let's first start off with that coffee and tea.
Washing 517 right now. Washing 517. Vehicle washed. Thank you for notifying us about it.
And that's for that main course. That chicken and vegetable biryani.
Alright. I am gonna try to get someone replaced on me when I have to go to the sub. So yeah.
Before I throw that spicy sauce on it, I really want to try this out on its own.
Okay. Here. Here's a ketchup. Here's a ketchup, sir.
Could really benefit. It is a complex range of flavors on its own. I mean, you can taste that coriander, red pepper, chili, cumin. I mean, it's an excellent range of flavors, but I think this is really going to give it that kick that it could benefit from. This on its own, spicy sauce. It's an excellent chili and garlic vinegar kind of flavor. This is really
The 25 med kit?
Yeah.
Much better. So these
Okay.
little ounce packet of raisins.
There you go.
Look at that.
Oh,
Looks like a range of standard
your backpack.
raisins. Certainly have a nice varying color. Not bad. So the whole wheat bread. I feel this is going to be a perfect thing to go along with that main course. And then this chocolate bar. I like how they give you two of them. It is just a little 25-gram bar. Just one on its own wouldn't be much. And so it'd still be pretty nice. So now, chicken and vegetable biryani with the spicy sauce here. That brings out the complexity of the ingredients in this main course. Has a great body. I mean, the peas, the chickpeas. This is going to be a filling meal. I'm sure it's high in fiber. Doesn't seem like it has a lot of preservatives. I can't imagine.
Take
it again, sir.
Yeah.
It has a little bit of spice from ginger as well. And that
5 med kits.
Yeah, spicy sauce.
You have need also 5?
Yeah, 25. 25. 20.
Okay. Okay.
It's not mushy. Has an excellent body to it. This here, I bet you can eat this cold and still be decent. Definitely clean your plate.
There you go.
With a meal like this, definitely able to
There you go.
that nice piece of bread there.
Oh, that medicus. Oh, sorry about it, sir.
No, installed.
Surprised there's no creamer. I guess
There you go, sir.
they don't like to put
Thanks
creamer
so much.
in their-
No worries.
they're keeping
There you go. Here's your ketchup, sir.
In this case, just a little bit of sugar, that type of takes any of that potential bitterness away. So these raisins,
There you go. Here's your ketchup.
have a nice, dry, firm texture to the touch. They're not glistening like
There you go.
raisins. Have a rich flavor. A slight granular sugar texture when you chew it. This tastes like a fruit snack. I'm curious to see what the raisins with this biryani is like. Living dangerously. There's a balance of sweetness. Those raisins, they don't give you enough of them. And it really adds to this vein, which I'm almost finishing right there. Let's save a little bit of that. Try out some chocolate. I mean, it actually tastes like milk chocolate, but just so much more bold. Has all the good qualities of milk chocolate, and none of the potentially unpleasant qualities of dark chocolate. Its Ortho knows what they're doing. These components are all top-notch. Nothing's low budget. That's for sure. Can't go wrong with that.
The
habido active reclaim. Repeteer van verhouding tegen voor ventilatie opcelverhouding. Concentreren de formule van niacinamide en hyaluronzuur worden geregenereerd via weer.
This is a Dell Latitude D630 Intel Core 2 Duo.
There you go.
It's got 4 gigabytes of RAM, so it looks like it should be good enough for Windows 10, Windows 8, Windows 7. It's currently got Windows 7 on, but it's got a hard drive in here. So let me just remove this screw, and I can remove this drive. It just slides out the side like that. This is the drive, 80 gigabyte SATA drive, 7,200 RPM, pretty good, but still going to be slower than an SSD drive. This is from 2009, and it should be quick and easy to put an SSD in here. It's just that one screw perhaps. We can slide in SSD drive. This is the battery. It's got a little light up bit there.
There you go.
Lots of chargers in there. These are the details. If it focuses. Oop. And we've even got a SIM card slot under here. Large SIM card slot. And we may as well have a look under here. I think this should be the memory. We also need to replace the thermal paste on this. This laptop is pretty old.
Doctor, give me 5 minutes.
Surely.
Can we get 10 medkits, doctor?
Memory slot.
Please.
There you go. You have,
Give me 3 more.
3 more? Okay.
You can access here.
And I need 10.
The other stick is
There you go. There's 3 more, and for you
He's
10.
lying. He need 1.
down here as well.
I need 10.
Show you how
There you go.
to access the inside of this laptop. Do with a bit of a clean up. But we should be able to lift this strip up. Don't go very carefully. Lift this bit up, and this sort of just unclips, and this part comes away quite easily. See the hinges here, the Wi-Fi antenna, and we've got, I think maybe a microphone here. Here you can see the screws for
There you go.
keyboard.
Have a good.
One, and over here another one.
Doctor,
Hello.
give me 25 medicines.
Yep. There you go.
Thank you, and can you check my health? I have some disease, I think.
Yeah, okay. Let's see. You have a mild amnesia. I'm gonna sell you 1 amnesia pill.
And then you've got
There you go.
keyboard with the
No worries.
little pointer and the ribbon
There you
cable
go.
here. Some kind of weird clippy mechanism that I've not really seen before. Yeah, I'm not sure how that works. This plastic, this metal clasp thing and this plastic thing. Not seen this before, but That is on. Does that go into the middle?
There you go.
This bit.
Here's your patch up.
I'm glad I've kind of got this on video because I'll probably need to refer to this
There you go.
when I want to put it back together. That's the keyboard.
There you go.
That gives us access to the memory slots.
You are in full health. Maybe, yeah, maybe you're sick. Can be.
No.
Okay.
Got one connection here for
There you go.
things. Got the optical drive. Got a Wi-Fi card.
Let's go to settings.
The fan, and this is the heatsink assembly.
Let us see
So,
people.
I want to put some press and paste on this. So let's just see if that's going to be easy or not. I think the trickiest thing is probably going to be
There you go.
reconnecting that cable.
Um,
Just coming along here to this chip as well, and there's squishy thermal pads under there.
Hey, send me 2 medkits.
2 medkits, alright. There you go, 2 medkits. Oh, you cannot fit 2 medkits into.
I'm not sure.
Yeah?
Hey mate, can I get health insurance?
Yeah, sure, you can.
This goes under here.
There you go, it's your health insurance.
Thank you, my
No problem.
Let's see what happens, I guess.
10-4, yeah, Sophie, you can take the lead for the subs, because I don't think, due to the low numbers, that there will be any replacements.
Really bad. Because this CPU.
Poisoning pill, please. Poisoning pill.
Oh, poisoning pill, okay. Let's check. Yeah, you have indeed 1 poisoning pill.
Yeah.
There you go.
This is not a guide on how to replace it down based on this laptop. This is not really a teardown guide. You should.
I am gonna stay covering PH2, no worries.
What is laptop? Any of them?
There you go.
Give me 20 medikits. 20 medikits.
20 medkits, alrighty. Good.
Thank you.
No worries, no problem. No problem. Yep, 50 mix is on the way. There you go. And use your patching. There you go.
Doesn't want to go back where it was. I think there's a little bit of plastic here, might have been. So yeah, this is like the weirdest design I've ever seen in terms of a clip to hold from ribbon cables, and then there's also this.
There you go.
I don't know how that actually works.
Here's your patching, sir. Madam. Oh, I can barely see. Look, like, you see. If I would see, if I could see it properly, Is probably getting ran over a couple times, I guess. Yeah, for the 30 times healing. Uh-huh. There you go. There you go. There you go. 5 medkits, surely. 5 medkits on the way for you, sir. No worries. There you go. I'm gonna patch you up.
Can you tell me if I'm sick?
Oh yeah, I am gonna look which disease you have, okay? You are not sick. Let's check.
I'm healthy, doctor.
5 medkits, 5 medkits.
You are healthy. You are healthy, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
I love you.
5 medkit,
Okay.
please.
5 medkit, okay.
Yeah.
5 medkits,
Thank you so much.
no problem. There you go. There you go, sir. Swearing rat on red one. Okay, you don't have need it. You know if you.
That is very frustrating.
Yeah, it's a Dell. So what do you expect?
Yo, can I get some medkits, please?
Yeah, how many?
Like 5, please.
5, okay. There you go.
Thanks.
No worries. There you go. There you go. There you go, sir. It's up to you. There you go. Here's a patch up. You don't even need it. So your raider paid too much money. There you go, sir.
Je vindt je energiefactuur toch op. Vandaag al zorgen de Advenso zonnecellen voor een flinke besparing. Maar vanaf nu kan het nog beter.
Hi, and welcome back to the Save It for Parts channel. Today we are out at my off-grid cabin in rural Wisconsin, which also happens to be a former tourist monorail from the Minnesota Zoo. We picked this up a few years ago when the Minnesota Zoo shut down their monorail ride, and they sold off the cars. I ended up buying an entire 6-car monorail train, moving it out to my friend's property at Sandland. The idea here was we were too lazy to set up a tent every time we came out to camp for a weekend, but we were also too lazy to build a real cabin. So we bought a monorail instead. We're out here today to do some upgrades to the electrical system on the monorail. Sandland does not have city power, which is why we can't drive the monorail around. This thing ran on 480 volt 3-phase, which is far out of my price range. We don't even have 120 volt out here. So the monorail is all solar powered. It is all 12 volt internal batteries and low voltage wiring for things like lights, charging phones, running radios, other off-grid power needs. And today we're giving that system a little bit of a refresh. This video is sponsored by Beaver.
Bro, why are you using your rest in lobby mode?
Oh, sorry.
Not just because they gave me free stuff, but because it is actually pretty decent quality for the price. And I try to do a very fair and unbiased review anytime I get stuff like this for a sponsorship. I try to give you the full scoop if I like it, if I don't like it, and I'll give you any of the upsides and the downsides. It's getting a little windy out here, so the video might be getting noisy. Let's cut to the one where I did a unboxing of the Beaver stuff, and then we'll jump back here to Sandland and go inside the monorail.
There you go, sir.
So we're doing a quick unboxing on the Beaver stuff that I got, and this is another one that was shipped with FedEx, and unfortunately every time I get a FedEx package, it looks like this. There's just holes, like stab marks and everything. So I'm really hoping that the solar panel is okay. So first off, we have this big inverter. This is a pure sine wave inverter, which is always...
You are gonna replace? Oh, I'm gonna fetch this guy. There you go.
Can you give me 5 minutes?
Yeah, sure. Just let me know when you can replace it, okay?
Yeah, just 5 to 10 minutes.
Yep, okay.
We've got a USB connection and a remote connection, as well as a little multifunction display here. And this is our remote unit, which I don't quite know what's on here. There's like, I think this is just cardboard dust from the box being a little beat up in transit. We've got an extension cable for that remote. Have some wires.
Alrighty.
For the battery, and
yeah, sure. I am gonna find out where's the cold is, you know?
Has some somewhat questionable translations.
Oh, you have a mild cold? You have need one cold bill, sir.
But there's always a little bit of
yeah,
translation on imported products like this. It's mostly understandable.
So, if you take that pill, then I'm gonna patch you up, and you are gonna feel much better.
Awesome, thank you so much.
No worries.
Could I also get like 5 med kits as well, please?
Yeah, surely.
Now, just right out of the box, just handling this.
And there it comes.
Thank you so much.
No worries.
Like this, and some of them are very flimsy. Some of them are not made to this quality of construction. They feel like they might break if you pack them in the car and you pack too much stuff around them. This one, it feels like you could throw this in your car, you could throw stuff on top of it, and it would probably be fine. Now, I don't actually recommend that, but it seems like it is built to be a little more rugged than some of the competing solar panels I've experienced. Now, that does make it a little bit heavier, but if you're car camping or if you're using this on a boat or something, it doesn't really matter too much. It doesn't necessarily need to be lightweight enough to go backpacking, and a panel this big...
Surely, sir, surely.
As with a lot of portable solar panels like this, it does have little
there you go.
That pop out.
No worries, sir. No problem.
So
no problem. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Which is a little bit unique.
It's fun.
On every other solar panel. And then we've got regular old USB-A as well. We have a single accessory cable, and this has the barrel jacks, we have a long one here with male ends and then a shorter female-to-female adapter, so you can kind of go either way with whatever your equipment uses for a DC connection. We also have a manual, very straightforward. There's not a lot to know about this. It's a solar panel, you aim it at the sun, you plug it in, you don't get water on the charge controller piece, and you're pretty much ready to go. Now, I asked Beaver to send me a whole kit with a solar panel, a battery, and an inverter, and this is the battery they sent me. The package here is also a little beat up. It weighs almost 120 pounds, so this is not an easy battery to manipulate. I think they may have dropped this box a few times. A lot of the styrofoam is shattered in here. Yeah, this has definitely been dropped, I think multiple times. It has impact damage on this corner, and there's some damage down here as well. Now, the actual casing doesn't seem to be cracked, and it's not leaking anything, so hopefully the battery itself is okay. Some of these will have some kind of fragile plates inside, and if those plates get shocked or smashed too much, they can touch and they can short out and maybe reduce the efficiency of the battery a little bit. But unless it's actually been dropped enough to crack it open, I think it's probably okay. So this is
There you
just
go. It's a patch up, sir.
shippers. If you're buying something like this, you don't want a shipper who's going to drop your 120-pound battery on the corner. So my advice to Beaver would be to offer multiple shipping options for their products, and my advice to consumers out there is do not choose the cheapest shipping. You'll probably regret it. Now, you'll note this is not one of those newfangled lithium iron phosphate whatever batteries. This is traditional old lead acid, or gel sealed, so maybe not super traditional, but it's a lead acid battery, and that's why it weighs 120 pounds, because this is slightly older technology. It is a reliable technology, and it is a proven technology. I grew up in Alaska with a battery bank of batteries similar to this in size and weight, powering the whole house. So now that we're back out at Sandland, we have to get all that heavy stuff up to the monorail somehow. I did bring out a little hand truck or hand cart, so hopefully I can get it up the hill. It's a slight hill, but it's still a hill to get to the monorail. And the whole parking lot here is super muddy, so I'm going to try not to get the thing stuck. Remember, kids, lift with your knees. So these lead acid batteries do still have advantages over the newfangled lithium ion, especially charging below zero. But if you're in an off-grid situation, if you're up on top of a mountain or out in the woods or out on an island, just keep in mind, every one of these is 100 pounds. The way she moves, she's so lovely, where I wanna be.
De volledig elektrische Kia EV3. Kia, move.
So each monorail car is very similar. It's got several of these seats built in, and then the front car has the driver's cab, so that's through the little tiny door. And that is where we'll be setting up most of the equipment today. You'll have to excuse the mess in here. We have a million projects going on, and there's just stuff kind of piled everywhere. The driver's cab is a little bit confined, so again, please excuse the funny camera angles and weird echoes. We'll do the best we can with the camera in the corner to show you what's going on in here. So my existing power setup consists of that older 40-watt solar panel up on the roof. That comes down to a charge controller here, and then we've got kind of a boat fuse panel to distribute the power out, turn on and off different circuits like the lights, CB radios, things like that. And the monorail does actually have a spot for a battery to live. Even though it was a 480-volt powered monorail and it did have internal 120-volt circuits, it did have a backup battery for when it was off of the main track, when they needed to run equipment disconnected from power. If there was a power outage, they would still want to be able to operate the intercom system, operate radios, things like that.
20 medkits, surely.
There is a little home.
20 medkits on the way. There you go.
I just have an old car battery down there, which doesn't work very well. These tend to die after a while. They're not designed for a solar panel system. A car battery is supposed to be for starting power, high cranking amps, and is not supposed to be for continuous lower draw and lower charging like a solar panel and off-grid system would provide. You really want a deep cycle battery for something like that. So our old crusty starting battery from 2017 is out of here. And our new and improved Beaver battery is in. At least It will be if I can fit it into the spot here. This space is big enough, it's just a little bit cramped to get it around the corner behind this door, so it'll take some fiddling. Yes, the sun angle is all funny, but at least with it being dark back here, you can't see how much messy styrofoam the raccoons chewed up. We have them mostly fenced out, but they used to get up in here and just chew all the insulation out from under the train. Alright, it's kind of a tight fit, but it does fit, so I'm pretty happy about that. It's not going to take up any extra space, it just lives back in here where the battery was designed to live, where all the wiring goes, so that is a perfect spot for this battery.
How can I help you?
For a charge controller with this package because I already have this one installed in the monorail. It's hard to see in the daytime, but I do have lights in both of the front cars, LED light strips inside of these fixtures. These used to be fluorescent, but LEDs are much more efficient.
Yeah, sure.
Stuck in disco mode right now, and I can't find the remote controller to turn them.
3 medkits on the way.
Thank you. I guess
No
you
worries.
just have to enjoy the color combinations. Also, my hair. I was riding a bike earlier and I have helmet hair. Sorry about that.
Okay.
I'm flickering away in there in disco mode, so the lights are drawing anywhere between 2.5 and 3 amps, and it's just bouncing all over the place based on what color combinations are going. But our input is around 4.2 amps, so we're definitely keeping up with the lights and, in fact, putting more power into the batteries than we're using at the moment. So that was with the existing 40-watt panel that's up here. Let's see what happens when we swap out for the Beaver panel. Now, again, this one is larger. This is 120 watts, so I would definitely expect us to be getting more power. This thing is actually lighter than the other one. I remember how
You want to join?
this is lighter weight.
Yes.
Okay. Right. Come at the side then. Let's do this. Okay. Let me check if you have any hand tattoos.
Yeah, sure, you can check.
You have no hand tattoos. Can you remove the headwear to see if you have any face? Okay, that's good. Can I see your passport, your licenses?
Yes, sure. There you go.
Is at a 45-degree angle, and the Vivo panel just straight flat on the roof is already making about 7 amps. That's pretty cool. That means we don't even have to position.
And your licenses as well.
At the sun, we can just throw it flat on the ground, flat on the roof. Now we can't forget the other piece of this. Beamer also sent me this inverter, which I would like to live in
Right.
the same
You have no medical insurance, but I'm gonna sell you one, and then you have to re-show your licenses. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
You go. With this one, you have all your licenses, but I have to have a picture of it.
Thank you so much. Let me show you again.
Oh yeah.
Well, basically, we just need to run AC power
Alrighty.
either here in the cab or we will run some new wires.
That's good. So I'm gonna do an background check through the department right now. So.
I can understand your voice is so low. So.
Sounds like it's working. So we have our main display here that tells me
I'm waiting for
coming in and out of the system.
the background check. If you are clean.
I didn't plan that, but it worked out
Tell you, your voice is so low.
By the way, these are the original power pickups for the monorail, so these little arms would slide under.
And you are clean as well. So. Okay. Do you have experience in the EMS before?
No, I'm a fresher.
Yes. Okay. So you are gonna start as a fresher. Okay. Right. Let's hand you over the contract. You know how to sign it.
Nah, I don't know.
Okay. Oh, okay. I do the /do, hands over the contract, and afterwards you have to do the /me signed contract.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. So is this
So
normal?
yeah.
Yeah.
So T/me space signs contract.
Did you say anything to me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you please speak again?
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
So
bro.
T/me
Where?
here in the left eye.
Yeah.
So
So
T/me
can
signs.
T. Yeah. Can we do it on
Hello?
mail so I can learn how to do it? Can you please show me?
Yeah.
Everybody
You.
in the family, hello?
Okay.
Okay. Just type press T and then okay. So if we don't want a contract, just join the EMS. Is this possible?
Um. No. Yeah.
Okay.
You have to sign contract, but you have signed it. Okay. I'm gonna
Okay.
invite you. Okay. Alrighty. I am gonna
Okay.
make the HRT papers ready, but you have to get trained. Okay.
Yeah, sure. So what's about the training?
You are not gonna find any HRTs that are now available at this point of time, but as soon tomorrow, come back here and ask for
Okay.
any training.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
yeah, no worries, no worries.
Thanks again, bro. You are a nice person.
Thank you.
Yeah, bro. Can I get your number?
Oh, yeah, sure. There you go. I am updating the HLT papers right now, and then as soon that you want training, then you can ask in the awaiting FTO. Are you in the EMS emails?
Yeah, I'm in. I think so. I think so.
Yeah, you are not in the EMS emails. Just say hi in the role request thing.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm new, so you have to teach me, okay? A little bit.
Yeah, so you are going to the EMS email if you are in there.
Yeah, and then message
And
role request. Am I right?
and then in the role request, or say hi or something that I can see. Okay, I have to give this guy his roles and.
Okay.
Yep. Leo.
Bro, are you a medic?
I am. Hold on.
Son of you a medic? Hello?
I am. Just.
Oh, there.
Okay, Teddy, can I get your mail? And then you will. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I told you I'm. I don't like if they are being a little bit pushy, you know. I just want to do things right. What's fucking wrong with Discord right now? Fucking thing. Fucking. 4. Is it 17? What the fuck I'm doing? 17. Look, I'm not ignoring you, my friend. I'm not ignoring you at all. I'm doing stuff here that is important. That every piece of paperwork is just important.
Yo.
Yeah. Unit matrix. Okay. There you are.
I cannot give you the roles, my friends. Channel chat.
Thank you, man.
It's clean, yeah.
Hello, doctor. Check my.
Science contract. So is this one right? Okay.
You have a multiple person. Oh, sorry.
Signature signed.
There you are.
And then
Get attention, please.
Yep, patching up.
say, and then signature upload. Signature upload. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Then passport.
Hello, mister. Hello.
Please.
Hello, can you call Greet?
KD is not available right now, I think so. Yeah, he's with me. Yeah, he's not saying anything. That's why I'm saying. Yeah, I mean. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Patching up, bro.
Welcome.